All right, good afternoon, everybody. Trying to get a couple of last-minute things worked out here real fast while I have a moment. So, good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully, going to be a good evening this evening. 3 heavy departures. Lufthansa still here, due out at 7 p.m. tonight. So it should go out around the same time as our American 777. Then, of course, we do have the Air France A350. Just go with it. All right. We've got Delta 1407 going to be our first arrival. Aer Lingus out over the ocean trying to avoid that weather up in D.C. 46 minutes for that one. Again, first like challenge of the day, trying to reach 150 likes by the bottom of the hour. So if you guys haven't smashed the like button yet, please do so. Welcome in, everybody. Again, happy Tuesday afternoon. We're going to roll into the evening here. Thank you to the moderators for making their way in, moderating. Again, a good evening. Hopefully tonight will be a good night. Lots of weather to the north, so the possibility of us getting some diversions. We'll see how that goes. Again, the weather should be rolling through DC here any minute. Last I checked, it looked like it was going to be a lot of rain. I don't know if they're going to have any thunderstorms associated with those or not. I would assume so. But we've already got... you can see them pulling that United out over there. Let's zoom out just a little bit. You can see already one United sitting in the overnight parking. And there's another one off on the East Ron. Closer to the observation deck down here. Did I say 50? What? 50 in the first 5 minutes. The 150 by the bottom of the hour for our light goal. You hear Frontier starting up down below us. Another really, really hot afternoon out here. Another scorcher. So if things act a little weird, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Just, you know, it is what it is. As we have the startup of this one. Oh, it is the pink tug, isn't it? I didn't realize it was our special pink United tug. Let's head back over there. For just a moment. Delta 1407 is going to be our first arrival here this afternoon. Dang, we hit 50 already. We're only 6 minutes into the show. My goodness, you guys are amazing. Keep it going. So, sadly, couldn't get in a good location to catch Louisiana 1. The end is constantly full here lately. Our normal spot on Tuesdays are completely full down there at the end, unfortunately. So, you know, we'll stick with one runway. Once again, I'm looking forward to being able to do both runways once again, but unfortunately, it's rough. Wiggity Whack 2050, thank you for the kind words. Glad you are enjoying the show there in Tampa. Again, Delta 1407 going to be our first arrival here. And it is a little breezy here this afternoon as well. It's not going to be like super windy conditions, but we are going to have some winds out of the southeast at about 12 knots, according to the app that I use. So we'll see.
Wind 2401 on gust 23.
There you go. See, wind gust up to 23. So going to be a gusty afternoon here. Hopefully that will cool us off a little bit. It's been quite cloudy all day. I'm surprised it's as hot as it is, as cloudy as it's been all day. Delta 1407 from Detroit, Michigan. Now in the wintertime, we see the 717 flying this route. Summertime in A320.
Delta 1407, turn left, Bravo 4, join Bravo, contact the ramp tower. Bravo 4, join Bravo, ramp Delta 1407.
So we got a good look at both sides. So we were talking about it earlier. I mentioned it before show start in the chat, if you were here for that. Right there. You get a little wingtip action there for Lufthansa. Lufthansa hanging out over here on the D gates. Not sure what happened with them. Have no idea what's going on with Lufthansa. But Lufthansa's scheduled out at 7 p.m. tonight. So the possibility of our American 777 and Lufthansa going out together could be high. So our A330 waiting to go back to Frankfurt. Next arrival, let's see, who is this? I'm trying to keep my phone in the shade. American Airlines, American 2379 coming in from Charlotte. I think we've got another special for them tonight at some point this evening. So Zcam, we do get the ATR and of course all of the GA, the general aviation arrivals. Again, sadly, the end of the parking garage full once again, so I can't really give you guys any GA action. It's been a while since we've seen any of the general aviation stuff. We should see our ATRs here tonight. Hopefully they'll both make their way here to 23 right. So again, this is A321 coming in from Charlotte.
Turn left, Bravo 4, join Bravo, contact ramp tower.
Bravo 4, join Bravo to the ramp tower, American 2379.
Got a couple on the move heading out. American A319 out there. There is a Delta over there. There are the planes already slated to stay overnight, sitting over here. So again, good evening everybody. Smash the like button as you guys come in. Again, also 4K is available. If you're at home and your internet allows 4K, please feel free. We've got American Airlines 2361 coming in from Dallas, Fort Worth. That one arriving in about 6 minutes. Got Republic Airways coming in from Greensboro. Republic Airways 9930. This one must have been a diversion or something, or a maintenance flight, one of the two. It says it's arriving in 14 minutes. There's no way. It's really, really close. Maybe 10. We're going to have a pretty busy evening. got a heavy arrival, FedEx 785. 35 minutes for Aer Lingus. An hour and 47 minutes for Iceland. So if everybody's wondering about Iceland, an hour and 47 minutes. FedEx 785 from Memphis, 51 minutes before that arrival. We've got that A319 lining up out at the end of the runway. This A319, American Airlines 2406, off to Miami, 26 years of age, delivered in September of 1999. Our departure.
Flight 2335, Raleigh Tower, turn left heading at 210, I'm going to 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Sun is right in my eyes for that
American 2406, contact departure. Contact departure, American.
Sounds like we got some Frontier action coming up. Let's find out where Frontier's off to. Frontier 2335, that one also off to Miami, Florida. That one a 6-year-old, delivered back in May of 2020. Cortez, the green turtle, on board this one. 75 likes already. Thank you all for getting us there. Again, 150 likes by the bottom of the hour. 75 already. That's halfway. So keep those likes coming as we get Cortez, the green turtle, off to Miami now. I can't stand in the right place. Very early rotation for Cortez. Almost a tail strike. Frontier don't care. Straight up like a rocket. Are going to lose that one right there.
2335, contact departure.
Departure, Frontier Flight 2335.
Frontier without a care in the world. That was a nice departure. I like that. We need more exciting departures like that. That's a good ratio. Halfway there, 15 minutes in, so we're halfway on time and halfway on the likes. Thank you all for that. Once again, as everybody comes in, good afternoon, good evening. Gonna roll into the evening here. So if you guys are just tuning in, we do have Lufthansa here for departure. Air France pushing back the A350. Ready for departure. Any advice for the parking garage? No. It's very, very hot. Bring cold drinks, depending on how long you come up here and hang out. But that's plane spotting anywhere. But other than that, I really don't have any real advice for plane spotting up here. Finding a parking spot might be hard. It was quite difficult for me to find a parking spot already this evening, so I don't know how it'll be for anyone trying to get here tomorrow, but I do know tonight, quite difficult to find a place to park. There was absolutely nowhere downstairs on the 6th floor to grab a parking spot, so I had to come up here and make do with the spaces available up top, which is okay. But again, we really would like to get back down to the end to show you both sides of the airport. I feel like we've 4th of July. was the last time we were down at the end of the runway. Air France getting ready to head back to Paris.
Roger. Zulu's going to hold short of Zulu. I have information, Zulu. I got a IFR departure to the west. Zeus 21, Roger, runway 32, line of way. 32, line of way, Zeus 21.
Air France getting ready for their departure. Let's see. American Airlines 2361 coming in from Dallas Fort Worth, 737-800, going to be our next arrival. This one here, 16 years of age, delivered back in July of 2009. 6 to 8 a.m. It may not be too bad. I don't know how well the spotting is that early in the morning. I haven't been out here that early in at least a year or two. I'd like to do more morning shows, but I do know the mornings are nowhere near as busy as the afternoons. Maybe once the weather cools down, we'll do like morning all the way to evening. We threw in a nice 8-hour show on Sunday.
Runway 23 right, clear to land.
All right, off to American from Dallas.
Zeus 21, runway 32, clear for takeoff, turn left heading at 310. Clear for takeoff on runway 32, 310 on the heading for Zeus 21.
I have never seen anybody take off on runway 32. I know we heard somebody doing touch and goes over there the other night, but never seen a departure from 32. Obviously, it won't come over the airport here. They'll get up in the air and make the turn. Oh my gosh. I gotta make an adjustment. I don't know if the adjustment's gonna work or not, or if I'm just gonna switch cameras.
4411 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 left, clear to land, wind 240 at 18, gust 23.
Oh, it was, here we go.
American 2361, left turn, Bravo 4, right turn, Bravo, and contact the ramp tower for entry. Bravo 4, right turn, Bravo, Zeus 21, contact departure, good day. Contact departure, Zeus 21, thank you. For 4780, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, clear to land, following traffic, 3 mile final. Clear right. The wind is 240 at 16, gust 23.
So wind gust is still hovering around at 2-3. Nice surprise departure. That was the departure she was talking to. That one from Greensboro should be next. Republic Airways 9930. Again, coming in from Greensboro. 16-minute flight. Not too big of a jump. There you go, Miss Carolina running the numbers. We start today's show with 12,548 friends. So, if you guys are new, feel free to subscribe. Continue to smash the like button. 9 minutes left in our first like challenge of every show. First 30 minutes. Try to get 150 plus likes. Air France making our way out. This one off to Charles de Gaulle. 101 likes. 49 left to go. computer was having a little moment there. Our arrival touching down. We'll hang out with Air France for a minute. You're looking at pretty close for the action. It doesn't really matter which side you go to, but definitely the end of the parking garage where these fellow spotters are hanging out is definitely the best location because you get the action of both sides, this side and the other. And that's normally where we are, but given the last, well, like I said, 4th of July is the last time we've been down at the end of the parking garage, unfortunately, due to parking. More lights. 6 minutes. What the heck? This is weird. Why did it do this? My phone doing some weird stuff. I've never seen that before. Interesting. Must be something to do with an update. Endeavor 4780 coming in from Indianapolis. Going to be our next arrival. CRJ 900. An hour and 32 minutes of flight time for the CRJ. And you see Air France coming to a stop out there on the taxiway.
Tower Delta 2699 right base for 23 right. That's 4,400. 2699, Raleigh Tower, 1923 right, cleared to land, 1 departure prior to arrival, the weight is 22011, gust 23. 23 right, cleared to land, Delta 2699.
Wind gust still 23. We're not feeling any of it down here, that's for sure. There's like 0 wind down here at the moment. It's just enough of a little breeze to throw off my fan down here. But they're all going to stack up out there, ain't they? There's a couple more sitting out toward the end of the runway. We've got a Frontier ready to go just behind us here. You see the little, well, there's a Delta down here in the alleyway getting ready to go. Speaking of Delta CRJs, here comes our arrival from Indianapolis.
Endeavor 4780, left turn Bravo 4, via Bravo to the ramp, contact the ramp tower. Bravo 4, Bravo to the ramp tower, another 4780. Frontier 1669, Raleigh Tower, traffic is 9 out, runway 23 right, fly runway heading cleared for takeoff.
Frontier, going to be our next departure.
Verified heading for...
Frontier is not up on flight radar. I'm going to give you that flight info. Not there just yet. So 144 folks watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Boy, it's hot. Really, really hot. There's another United. There are tons and tons of Uniteds here. As we get Frontier on the move.
434 with you.
Welcome 434, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 left, clear to land. Frontier 1669, contact departure, good day.
Thanks to departure from your flight 1669.
All right, coming up next, sounds like we've got Alaska. Nope, Alaska number 2 in line for from San Diego. Delta 2699 coming in from Minneapolis, 2 hours 11 minutes for the 737-900. That one 12 years of age, delivered back in November of 2013. Speaking of Frontier, that one off to Atlanta. Frontier 1669. Klondike, the polar bear, on board that one. Again, Delta 2699, our next arrival. 12 years of age for this one.
Kilo Heavy Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, line up and wait.
23 right, line up wait, Air France, 75 Kilo Heavy, hello.
Delta 2699, left turn, Bravo 3, right turn onto Bravo, and contact the ramp.
All right, Air France, ready to go. Let's enjoy.
Bravo, and then ramp 2699. Yeah. Air France 75 Kilo Heavy, runway 23 right, turn 210, clear for takeoff.
23 right, can take off, Air France, 75 Kilo Heavy.
Air France going to hide behind that pole. So the A350 off to Charles de Gaulle, back to Paris. Again, a lot of action. Alaska did go to the other side, sadly. Again, we still have the American 777 due out for departure here shortly, around 7 o'clock. Hopefully we made it to 150 likes there before the bottom of the hour. Let's see, did we get close? We did not. Thank you all for the support.
Right,
Or maybe my thing is broken. I don't know.
1225, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, turn left heading 210, clear for takeoff, non-British turbulence, previous departure was heavy airbus.
Heading 210 on departure, 23 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1225.
Nice, 125. We almost made it. 25 away from making it.
Frontier 2980, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, line up and wait, traffic is about 10 out.
23 right, line up and wait. Frontier flight, come on.
So Frontier going to line up and wait after Delta here. This Delta will figure out where they're off to here in just a moment. Off to Tampa, Delta 1275, off to Tampa, Florida.
Right dog leg 23 right.
1097 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, continue, traffic is holding in position.
Continued up 1097.
Frontier 2980, runway 23 right, fly runway heading clear for takeoff. Contact departure, good day.
That one off to Tampa. Frontier already on the move. We'll get the flight info for Frontier in just a minute. We've got an A220 causing quite the ruckus around here. I don't know where it's at. But an A220 making quite the noise. Will we see another strong takeoff out of Frontier? They've been pretty on it. First couple of departures have been pretty strong. Let's see. Nope, this one leaving a little heavier. Got a CRJ out there at the end, already ready to go now.
980 contact departure, good day.
All right, let's find out where Frontier's off to before we... Frontier 29. Hey, Clark Griswold, or Clark W, the Grizzly.
16.
He was here on Sunday, so good to see that one back. They're off to Buffalo, New York. Frontier 2980. Next arrival is going to be Delta 1097 coming in from Atlanta, 737-900. We've still got the... Maybe we can reach 150 likes before the arrival of Aer Lingus. You're looking at about 4 minutes here. 4 to 5 minutes. They're going to be number 3, number 2 in line. So if you haven't smashed the like button, please do so. Try to get to our 150 before the arrival of Aer Lingus. Nice steep departure for this Delta CRJ.
Contact departure, good day.
There's Delta 1097 from Atlanta.
Right now is good. Channel 9 Chatty Studio.
Shamrock 9 Charlie Juliet to Raleigh Tower. Good afternoon, sir. Winds 23015, runway 23 right, clear to land.
29, runway 23 right, Shamrock 9 Charlie.
Delta 1097, exit left on Naval, taxi to parking via Bravo, contact ramp tower for entry. Good day.
All right, Aer Lingus, our next arrival. Did I hear him holler about somebody heavy? We should have that UPS off to Memphis here in just a few minutes, if that is still a thing. All right, so Aer Lingus is going to be our next arrival. Not too many. Jonathan, good evening. Again, good evening, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. 4K is available if your internet allows. If you're at home watching on your high-speed internet. Isn't all internet high-speed nowadays? Unless it's coming off your cell phone, then it could be crap. A little update here, about 30 minutes before the departure of Lufthansa. That is correct. I did say Lufthansa. So Lufthansa here. They did not depart earlier this afternoon, so they will be coming up at around 7 p.m. is their expected departure time. So we'll see if we get Lufty and the 777 back to back. Up now, though, Aer Lingus for arrival. This American right here is going to an international gate. What the heck is going on here? Interesting. So just beyond the 777 there on the left-hand side of your screen, that American tail sliding into the one of the international gates. I need a new microphone. All my stuff is brand new except for the headset. The headset's about a year old, so it's still technically brand new. Soundboard's a year old. That main microphone is brand spanking new. This is like its, what, 7th episode of the show, if. We need more, we need new equipment, but the more expensive stuff. So that takes a little longer to get our hands on. That's okay. Aer Lingus up next for arrival. We'll swing to it here in just a moment. Let the Shamrock get closer. I cannot talk today. I apologize. I'm going to go ahead and apologize now. I've struggled all day, even at work, to make things happen. I have to make videos at work, and I struggled with that all day too. So it's not just doing the show. It's been an all-day thing. We were about to have a repeat of last Tuesday. Aer Lingus going around.
Charlie Juliet, taxi via Charlie Bravo to the ramp, contact ramp tower for entry. Good day.
Charlie Bravo, contact Durham for entry, Shamrock 9er Charlie, Juliet, bye-bye.
Total.
So Aer Lingus off the runway, 151 likes. Thank you guys for getting us to that like challenge. We extended it for Aer Lingus, but we did it. 151 likes before the arrival there of Aer Lingus. Trying to get this one towed in to the gate. Again, a reminder, in the alleyway, nobody gets into their own gate. They all have to be towed in due to the construction there, just in front of this one. So again, we've got a heavy coming. FedEx 785, without arrival now just 19 minutes out. It's going to be a 767 tonight. Iceland, I feel like, is running a little bit behind. They're getting ready to cross the Hamptons. They've got about an hour and 18 minutes left. 737 MAX 8 tonight for them. JetBlue 404. Going to be the JetBlue Vacations delivery tonight from San Juan, Puerto Rico. That one arriving in just 31 minutes. There is another special tonight, Louisiana 1, but the likelihood of us seeing Louisiana 1 very, very slim, of course.
Raleigh Tower, good evening.
There it is, number 4 in line. Coming in from Dallas Loves Field, Southwest 1389.
Takeoff runway 23 left, runway heading 4.
Just in front of that FedEx 785. So this is the problem we face when we're not able to make our way to the end of the parking garage here, is we miss out on all of our Southwest action. We've missed countless amounts of Southwest specials because of the fact that we cannot get to the end of the parking garage lately. So, or they change it. I'll get to the end of the parking garage and they change it. Or the runway's wrong or whatever. Whatever the circumstance is, it's been a very, very long time since we've been in our normal spot, which is okay. I do like these long departure shots. Unfortunately tonight though, our long departure shot doesn't exist because of the awning here. I kind of wish I was under the awning. One more space over, maybe 2. Keep me out of the sunlight. Another United. Again, a lot of Uniteds tonight. Again, I don't know if we're going to have any diversions tonight. There is a possibility of that. The weather not looking good in DC and Baltimore. But I think that weather was supposed to cool down a little bit after 7. So figure if we would have seen anything, we would have. So again, we've got about 12 minutes here for the pushback of Lufthansa. Lufthansa back to Frankfurt, leaving very, very delayed tonight. Not sure if they had, what kind of issue they had. Maybe a crew issue, maybe...
Southwest 4818, Raleigh Tower, good afternoon. Winds are 220 at 1623, fly runway heading, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff. Runway heading,
maybe something happened to them.
Technical aircraft has weather information, came back to Sigma 47 Eastern, 50 Eastern, full power.
So you can see their right wing right there, center of your screen, just on the other side of Terminal 2.
And a majority of these folks actually offer has weather. For more information available on the flight service frequencies.
Do the entire show from a helicopter? Yeah, that'd be quite expensive. Who knows what's going on down there? There's not really that much traffic down there, honestly. Like, drop-off's almost empty. So who knows what they're honking about? You know what? It's like background noise to me. I don't even pay any attention to the honking. You guys hear it? I mean, I hear it, but it's just, I hear it so much that I don't even pay any attention to it anymore. Unless somebody's looking for their car and it's the constant, you know, going off. But other than that, I really don't pay too much attention to what the honking's all about. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on down there as of right now. I'm hoping for a pushback of Lufthansa and our American 777 back to London around the same time.
Contact departure, good day. Good day, Southwest 4818.
Hey, John Southwell, good evening. I haven't checked flight radar. Let's see. Do we have that UPS off to Memphis? $7:45 tonight for that 757. So 7:45 this evening for that off to Memphis. Odd to say UPS in Memphis. All Philadelphia flights have been canceled. Washington Dulles has been canceled. DCA still says it's on time. Fort Myers canceled. New York canceled. JetBlue to San Juan. Boy, oh boy. 7:59 to 8:03. Looks like all of those flights are canceled. What is going on today? What's with all the flight cancellations?
5310, Raleigh Tower.
Or delayed. They're either canceled or delayed. Maybe they're delayed in the red.
Denver 5310, fly runway.
Because one says estimated, the other says canceled.
22014, gust 23.
Southwest 4820 from the RNS 023 west.
Interesting.
4820, Raleigh Tower, on a 23 left, there's wind, current wind 220 at 14.
So we're going to have a lot of 2-3 left action here for a few minutes while we wait on the 767. There's 3 UPS right in front of him. Or 3. See, I can't talk. 3 Southwest in front of our FedEx. Sorry. I've got UPS on the brain today. Like I said, it's been a long day. I'm making videos at work and had to delete a whole bunch of mistalks today.
Raleigh information Alpha current.
We're at 66 likes. Thank you, everybody, for smashing the like button tonight. Yeah, it's right between Richmond and DC, it looks like. It's been sitting there most of the day, it looks like. So we'll see.
As weather information, get back to segment 415.50, reasonable 0, Alpha 00550, North Carolina, ground state, coastal waters, forecast this weather. For more information, available on flight service frequencies.
Boy, I feel bad for these folks sitting on this E175 right here.
Contact departure, safe flight.
They've been sitting here a while, but I don't know if this crew is having a problem towing this CRJ in. That E175 over there is sitting and waiting for the other one to pull back, but they can't pull out until this one gets towed in. So it looks like that crew might be struggling just a little bit to get that one into
Southwest 506 over Raleigh Tower, Lake 5, lost clear to land. Wind 230 at 15, gust 23.
So Louisiana 1, Southwest 1389, coming in from Dallas Loves Field. Number 3, a lot of southwest action happening on the other side over there. There we go, finally, they've got it. DB, good afternoon. Finally, they're going to push this one in. Hey, is our pink tug back to work? See, is Pinky going over here? It is. I need to do a feature on this pink tug, or not a feature, but a highlight. Saw Alaska interrupt our shot there. Alaska off to Seattle. 737-900, possibly a MAX 9. Again, our next arrival for us on our side is going to be that FedEx 785. 21 likes away from 200. Again, thank you all for smashing the like button this evening. Keep those likes coming. Again, a lot of planes being held overnight here. You can see that's going to make number 4 already over there. 2 Americans, 2 United, and I don't know if there's one in front of the observation deck. Over here behind us, we've got 1 CRJ and 2 Uniteds that look like they might stay the night. And again, hopefully Lufthansa gets out of here at 7 p.m. like they're supposed to. I wish Lufthansa would stay till 7 p.m. every day, but that's just my opinion. They could do exactly what they did. Come in, offload passengers, have whatever issue they're having, and move over to the D gates.
572, Raleigh Tower, can be ready upon reaching.
We are on Alaska 572.
Alaska 572, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff, current wind 220 at 16.
Going to be a turn and burn here for Alaska Airlines. Boy, I can't talk today. Might do the rest of this show in silence. Because I am struggling.
Delta 4820, exit Delta 2, join Alpha, ground point 9.
Alpha 2, Alpha, Roger ground, Alpha Flare 26.
Delta 1389, Raleigh Tower, and 23 off, continue traffic, may hold in position.
All right, here comes Alaska. Back to Seattle. $12 likes away. Alaska gonna leave us heavy here, looks like.
Departure, good day.
Departure, good day, Alaska 572.
So here are the other planes hanging out over here,
Tango Hotel, Mike Alpha,
staying
Raleigh
for the
Tower,
evening.
runway 23 left, to line up and wait, jet traffic.
Don't know, let's see.
5.5 miles.
That should be Louisiana 1. I highly doubt this camera's gonna be able to pull that off so far away, but we can try.
FedEx 785, Heavy Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, clear to land. Clear to land, 23 right, 785.
We could try to catch a glimpse of Louisiana 1.
506, exit Alpha 2, join Alpha,
Doesn't
ground
look
point
like
9. Alpha 2, Alpha
Camera's going to be up for that.
What's your current wind? Current wind's 220 at 16. No problem. Victor Tango Hotel Mike Alpha, fly runway heading, runway 23 left, clear to takeoff. Southwest 1389, runway 23 left, clear to land. 23 left, clear to land, Southwest 1389. Victor Tango Hotel Mike Alpha, contact departure, have a safe flight. Victor Tango Hotel Mike Alpha, contact.
See, there we go. This one
departure, have a safe flight.
finally pulling up here to the gate. They'll tow this one in here in just a moment. Kind of a good okay look there at Louisiana 1. Nothing special, unfortunately, for us being able to see it, given our location. 2 likes away from 200. Thank you, Barb G. Good evening to you. Again, a good evening to everybody. 200 likes the first hour. 100 likes away from our light goal to finish off the day already. Just waiting on Lufthansa. 7 p.m. along with this one here, supposed to be 7 p.m. as well. 7:05 for the 777, so maybe.
Southwest 1389, exit at the end.
Just
join
maybe.
Alpha, ground point 9. At the end, Alpha over ground point 9.
We'll get those 2 heavies together. All right, FedEx 785, speaking of heavies, this one coming in from Memphis, Tennessee.
November 918 to Alpha, Raleigh Tower. Current winds are 220 at 13. Turn left heading 160, runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff. 160, 23 left, cleared for takeoff, 912 Alpha. Thanks, 785, heavy exit Bravo 4, contact ground point 9. Good night. Bravo 4, ground point 9. Have a good night, FedEx 785 heavy.
Got a Delta hanging out at the end of the runway, presumably headed back to Atlanta. That one could be our one to Los Angeles. Speaking of Delta, Delta 2600 coming in from Atlanta. Our next arrival, 737-900. 14 years of age, October of 2011 for our next arrival. Not gonna try to grab it just yet. I feel like camera's already having a conniption fit.
Number 91812, a contact departure. Oh, it's departure.
This thing sucks. I can focus it and let it go, and it'll go right back to being out of focus. Alright, well, we'll try for that one again in just a minute. I'm about to switch cameras, I think.
Tower picture 45 Delta 508, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, line of point. 50 on Boeing Delta 508. Picture 4518, Raleigh Tower, and a 23 right, continue traffic, holding in position. I continue for runway. Delta 2600, turn left to Bravo 4, make the right turn on Bravo, contact Graham Tower for entry. Bravo 4, right turn on Bravo, contact Graham Tower, Delta 2600.
Public Airways 4518, gonna be our next arrival, coming in from Chicago O'Hare. We'll figure out where this one's off to in just a moment. As we see FedEx sliding out down to the end of the runway. Clouds are gonna plague us here for a minute.
Yard 4518, runway 23 right, cleared to land, wind 22015. 23 right, cleared to land, yard 4518. Delta 508, contact departure. Departure will see Delta 508.
Well, here we go. One of our heavies pushing back, the American 777. Going to push back first. Again, Lufthansa's still here. Scheduled departure time at 7:30 for them. So we'll see what happens here. Again, as our 777 makes its way out to London. making its way around. Trying to keep an eye on Lufty. We need Lufthansa to push back right now. We have that Republic Airways coming up here, well, right now from Chicago. Republic Airways 4518. We still are waiting on the Iceland arrival. They should be here around 7:30. What in the world? Oh, there it is.
Southwest 2553, Raleigh Tower, you be ready upon reaching.
Yes, Southwest 2553.
Southwest 2553, roger, current wind 22016, fly runway heading, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Flight runway heading, 23 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 2553.
Pick 4518, turn left at Bravo 4, turn right onto Bravo, contact Ram Tower for entry, good day.
Alright, left turn, Bravo 4, right turn, Bravo over to Ram Tower, Breaker 4518 today.
All right, the American 777 still getting ready to go. Like I said, Lufthansa scheduled departure 7 p.m. but still no movement out of that A300 just yet. So hopefully we'll see something happen with them here before too long. We've had our 767 arrival from FedEx
Confirm a right turn on
just
Bravo
a few moments ago as well.
Breaker 4518, right turn on Bravo.
Thank you,
yes, sir.
Alan Plax says 735 now for Lufty.
Runway 3696, Raleigh Tower, and 23 right, line of point, waiting for control spacing off the fairlawn. 23 right, line of point, on board.
All right, JetBlue 404, JetBlue Vacations livery for the A320-200. Gonna be our next arrival, about 7 minutes or so here for that arrival, an A320-200. 21 years of age, delivered back in July of 2005. Or our JetBlue Vacations livery from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Southwest 2553, contact departure, have a safe flight.
Southwest 2553, we'll see you.
Flight 36 and 96, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff. Runway heading 23 right, cleared for takeoff, convoy 3696. American 234, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, line of point, waiting for control space.
I'm going 23 right, American 234.
Firm 22016, Scout 23.
American Eagle sneaking out of here.
Real quick, while he's sitting there, just want to verify your route. Shepherd 4 departure, Shepherd transition, HBQ, then Julius Hotel Whiskey, Quebec 476, Wilkes Whiskey Lima Kilo Echo Sierra for the Paki 1 arrival, squawking 2167.
We agree with all that, American 234.
Thank you, sir. Envoy 3696, contact departure, good day.
American
Going to departure runway
A321.
36,
Let's see, where is this one headed back to?
American 234, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff.
American 234, this one off to JFK, New York. So that's not something that we say very often, American Airlines off to JFK. This one here, 12 years of age, January of 2014 is the delivery date. So again, never say too much about American off to JFK. Normally it's Republic Airways, the American Eagles, and it's not usually an A321 either.
Tower, hello, JetBlue 404,
JetBlue 404, route down to 23 right, cleared
23 right, JetBlue 404.
American 234, contact departure, have a safe flight.
Take care, American 234.
Deborah, good evening. Glad to see you here again. Good evening once again, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Our American 174 Heavy back to London Heathrow. That 777 headed out right now, as you guys can see. And again, it's waiting until 7:35 tonight for the departure of Lufthansa. So if you guys are interested in seeing the A330 back to Frankfurt, hopefully they won't delay it any later than 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. We do have that to look forward to as well. Iceland coming up here in just a little bit as well. Speaking of Iceland, let's take a look. Where are you? Iceland, 54 minutes of flight time. Coming in a max 8 tonight. One of our FedEx ATRs on the way, Mountain Air Cargo 7503. That one at 3 years of age, delivered in November of 2022. Again, JetBlue 404 from San Juan, Puerto Rico, 3 hours, 9 minutes. That is the JetBlue Vacations special livery. Again, the American 777 still on the move. Slowly making their way out to the end of the runway.
American 174 Heavy, roger, thank you for the update. Just advise whenever you're ready.
So they're not quite ready for American. Got another A321 headed out for American Airlines here. So nobody's quite ready yet. JetBlue is not close enough. American 174 Heavy is not ready. So we can hang out with this lone A321 for a minute. Cloud coverage has cooled things down quite significantly. Hopefully that cloud coverage will continue throughout the rest of the evening.
6004, exit left when able. Turn right on the taxiway Bravo, contact ramp tower for entry, good day.
Alright, left one able, right on Bravo to the ground, JetBlue 4-0.
Tiger 174, Heavy, you guys still waiting for your numbers?
Yes, sir.
Roger. Do you know about how much longer it's going to be?
Yeah, we're gonna get a couple times. We'll let you know.
Roger. United 630.
Still waiting on getting some of their numbers in order here for JetBlue. I mean, American.
In front of you, it's going to need quite a bit of time. Are you going to be able to accept a Bravo 8 and a back taxi?
Yeah, we can do that, United at 630.
All right, so United's going to back taxi off of Bravo 8.
Proceed. You can cut
Aviation
across the
Cat,
pad,
Robbie, good
proceed onto,
afternoon. Again,
Bravo
good evening,
8,
everybody.
runway,
Waiting on that
23
American 777 up for
right
departure, and then Lufthansa should be coming up
Okay, Bravo 8.
about 15 minutes or so.
Full length, runway 23 right, line of Williams.
United 630, line up in lane full length, and advise when you are ready.
Get
All
my
right.
weight down, full length, United 630.
So we should see United hit the runway at Bravo 8, taxi down on the runway, make a U-turn there, and head back this way at Bravo 9. The American 777 blocking.
Hey, if you need us to, we can take a right here and go up farther on the ramp.
174 Heavy, negative should be necessary for now.
The American 777 down there blocking the way for this United.
Yeah, at 630 you can turn left right there and cut across the pad to join Bravo 8.
Yeah, we're still on Bravo for United 630.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong aircraft. Roger, yeah, Bravo 8.
Okay, Bravo 8 for full length, 23 right, United 630.
We've seen this here a couple times, especially when we had, if you guys remember that really funny night we had with Air France, blocking the run, blocking Bravo 9 down there.
Wind 22015.22.
That was a really funny and interesting evening with Air France hanging out down there. So yeah, we'll get to witness something here that we don't see very often. Maybe once, twice, possibly a couple times a year, 3 times a year. We'll see in just a minute. JetBlue's vacation livery coming around the corner. We'll see it in a minute because it's coming to here. Let's hang out with United for a minute again. Out to Bravo 8. And then he'll back taxi around, turn around, and make his way back for the departure. Little short hop there for the United. Again, American is sitting out at the end of the runway at Bravo 9 in their way. That's why the unusual maneuver here.
Headed 630, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Heading, right,
630, contact departure, good night.
Good night, United 630.
Seems like here lately we've had a lot of planes just sitting around waiting for gates. The airport doesn't seem that busy, so it's like, why are we all have this going on? Gives, thank you for the super chat, $4.99. Hope everyone is having a great week. We're working on it, Gives 18. Hope everybody is having a wonderful week. Thank you so much for the contribution. Greatly appreciate that. All right, so one more heavy at least here. We do have the departure of the 757 to Memphis coming up here shortly, around 7:45 p.m. Should be a nice departure.
22 Raleigh Tower.
Again, the American 777 still sitting out at the end of the runway. 250 likes, 50 likes from 300. So if you guys haven't smashed the like button, please do so.
14 gust 22, make straight in for runway 32.
Wind gust still up to 22, 23. Looks like it's starting to get hazy.
7503 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, continue traffic may hold in position.
23 right, now 75.
American 3033 Raleigh Tower, are you able to accept a back taxi from Alpha 8?
American Airlines 2394 coming in from Charlotte. That one's 7 minutes out. They are just downwind of the airport. Mountain Air Cargo 7503 coming up in about 3 minutes. That ATR, that 3-year-old ATR coming up our way.
American 3033 Raleigh Tower East move. Are you able to accept the back taxi from Alpha 8 aircraft Bravo 8 aircraft front? Still waiting for their numbers?
Yeah, we could probably do that. American 3033.
American 3033, roger, proceed. Bravo 8 back taxi, runway 23 right, line up and wait, full length.
All right, so we're going to see this maneuver once again.
23 right.
They're going to back taxi another one.
33 advise when you are ready.
So from Bravo 8.
On a about 9.5 mile left base for runway 23 right.
You got plenty of time. That ATR is slow. So you're going to see American do the same thing that United did a moment ago. Come off Bravo 8. Circle back around, circle around and depart right there at the end of the runway. There is our American.
22, runway 32, cleared to land. Taxi at your discretion via Zulu to the guard ramp.
This one is American Airlines 3033 off to Phoenix Sky Harbor. 12 years of age, August of 2013. All right, American 174 Heavy. Calling it, they're ready to go. We'll crank that up for you.
Make a 180
for that departure.
When able, back
again,
taxi, then exit at
about 6 minutes left before our expected departure of Lufthansa. So hopefully Lufthansa does make that 7:35 departure time. At 757, due out at around 7:45 to Memphis. It's odd to say UPS in Memphis.
American 3033, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
23 right, runway heading, clear for takeoff. American 3033.
So again, this one off to Phoenix Sky Harbor.
On 7503, runway 23 right, clear to land, wind 22012.
Clear to land, 23 right, mountain 50.
contact departure, good day.
Clear departure, American 3033.
All right, so the American 777 still out there. The ATR is coming to our side, so they will be. We should see that ATR here in just a minute. That is what is going to hold up our American 777. Little turboprop action happening here in just a moment. Our 757 popping up on flight radar, UPS 9771 to Memphis, Tennessee.
9394, Raleigh Tower, 223, continue traffic's going to hold in position.
So Mountain Air Cargo 7503.
Tower 222 has traffic heading for the parallel site contact. Roger. Before heavy, Raleigh Tower, and a 2-3 right, so line up and wait. So you got company traffic on an 8-mile final. Calling Raleigh Tower, Sagan, coming into unreadable. Mount 7503. Turn left at Charlie, join Bravo, contact ground point 9. Good day.
Left on Charlie, Bravo, over to ground. Good day, Mount 10, 7503.
American 174, happy
All right,
turn left heading
enjoy.
210. Runway 23 right, clear for takeoff. American 2394, runway 23 right, clear to land. Caution, wake turbulence, company, Boeing 777, heavy, still loading out. Clear to land, runway 23, American 23. American 174, heavy contact, departure, good day.
All right, hopefully everybody enjoyed that. Sounding really, really good there. Got our perfect Trent 800s. If you need to make a Yeah, somebody at work asked me if I was going to go to Oshkosh, and I was like, Didn't really have time this year, unfortunately. Maybe next year we'll be able to make it to Oshkosh. Who knows? Maybe next year we'll be able to make it to a lot of different events.
23 right, line of boy.
Line of boy 23 right, American 23, 79.
American 2394, exit left at Charlie, join Bravo, ground point, correction, contact ramp tower for entry.
Okay, left Charlie, right Bravo, and ramp tower, American 2394.
American 2379, fly, runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, 23 right, American 2379.
Blue streak, 9859, Raleigh Tower, 23 right, line up one.
23 right, line boy, 9859.
Another American A321.
Blue streak 98, 59, turn left heading 210, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Turn left heading 210, runway 23 left, 15 off. 23 right, 15 off.
UPS 9771, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, line of boy.
Blue streak, little PSA action happening here. This is CRJ.
79, contact departure.
Over departure, American.
Ready to go. You guys heard it. UPS ready to line up and wait.
UPS 9771, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, takeoff, runway 23 right.
All right. I'm going to turn it up. Hopefully, we'll be able to enjoy this departure. Another turn it up moment. Here you go. Enjoy.
Contact departure, good day.
Heading 210,
All right, now we wait for Lufty.
Contact departure, good day.
Thank you, Alan Plax.
771, we'll see you.
Good evening. Have a wonderful evening.
Tower, fly runway heading,
All right,
23
so
right, clear for takeoff.
Lufty. Lufty's supposed to push back about 5 minutes ago. Doesn't look like any such luck there. You can see the top of the tail and the right wing. So hopefully here shortly we'll get that pushback for you guys. Nice little Delta A319 departure. Should be a good sounding departure. Oh, we didn't get a good shot of
Departure 1407, good day.
JetBlue's vacation livery. There you guys go. JetBlue Vacations. It's a good place to be anyway, because again, like I said, we're waiting on Lufthansa. All right, so where the heck is Iceland? Iceland running a little behind tonight, feels like. Iceland due out at 8:30. They're so late that I don't think they're going to make it out by 8:30 tonight. ICE 8:21, 6 hours, 20 minutes, still 26 minutes out. Getting ready to cross into North Carolina here in about 10 minutes or so. Hey, what are you doing here? Oh, this is a surprise. What in the world are you doing here? Couple of interesting turns of event tonight. It's looking like a max 8 for Aeromexico. Not sure why this one's here. I'm sure somebody in the chat will know why this one's here.
No worries. If you're coming from the south, should be 125.3. Roger. Yeah, just give me about like 5 to 10 miles and I'll be able to pick you up.
Yeah, Lufthansa should have left around 3:30. Okay, see, I knew somebody would know. This one off to JFK. Thank you all. Must have been the diversion from earlier today. So, a nice little surprise there for Aeromexico. The MAX 8. Come on, Lufty. So again, quite the surprise though. A couple of interesting surprises this evening. I know, Lufty having some issues. So again, Iceland now 23 minutes out. Where are we at on the likes? Anybody got an update on our likes? Let's see how many likes we can get to before the arrival of Iceland. Maybe we can reach our like goal for the day before the arrival of Iceland, depending on where we're currently sitting for light. Currently sitting at 277, 78 likes, so that means 23 likes needed.
402, Raleigh Tower, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23 right, and runway heading out of Mexico.
All right, our surprise Aeromexico departure off to New York. A diversion from earlier in the day. We were hoping to see some more DC and Baltimore diversions, but I think that weather's already cleared out. I'd have to take a look at the weather. Surprise Max 8 for Aeromexico. Still no movement for Lufthansa.
Delta 20 Tower, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff. Runway heading 23 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1020.
Delta 1020.
Departure Mexico 402. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You're welcome, we'll see you.
All right, Aeromexico, AMX 402, that's 737 MAX 8. 4 years of age, delivered back in February of 2022. Our next departure, Delta 1020, this one off to Minneapolis, 737-900, delivered in November of 2013. So 12 years of age for this aircraft. I'm hoping Lufthansa will get out of here before dark. Boy, we're not going to do very well with the sunset segment. There is no sun at the moment. Covered up by the cloud coverage. Something else that's a little odd that we see every now and then. Delta over here with the CRJs.
Southwest 2204 Tower, fly runway heading, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Go ahead, 23 left, we'll clear takeoff, Southwest 2204.
Lufty has now been pushed to 8 p.m. I know Thursday and Friday look good for the weather here. Yesterday would have been perfect. By the way, I want to talk about yesterday. Yesterday would have been a great day for me to be out here. Unfortunately, your host, I drove to work on a flat tire. I had 2 tires in the car. As you guys know, the tire was flat Sunday. So yesterday morning, I just went ahead and drove the car on a flat tire to work and then changed out those tires last night. All 4 tires on the car, so everything looking good there. Just wanted to give you an update on the reason why we weren't out here last night. I would have loved to have been out here. The weather last night, absolutely perfect. A lot of rain, a lot of thunder and lightning. Would have been a perfect night for us to be out here. But again, sadly, I messed up. Needless to say, all 4 tires, by the way, I got my money out of them. That's for sure. All 4 tires were within days of each other of having issues. So I got all my money out of those tires.
23 left, clear for takeoff, Apple 3766.
So sitting at 6 likes from 300. Can keep that going. Again, trying to get to 300 before Iceland. Iceland now 13 minutes away. So the estimated time now for Lufty, 9 minutes away. We'll see if they, well, if they make it or not. Sticking around for those departures, of course. Probably the last plane of the evening going to be that A300 for UPS. So there you go. You can see the right wing and the top of the tail there for Lufthansa. Yeah, Sunday we had a heck of a lightning storm here Sunday. Light storms popping off all afternoon. We got our full 8 hours in on Sunday, thank goodness. We were wondering there if we were going to get shut down right at the beginning of the show due to the weather. Had a couple of storms come in the first hour of Sunday's show. We made it to 300 likes. Thank you, everybody. Continue to smash that like button. We did not make it. We didn't beat out the previous Sunday on likes or views. Good day on Sunday, though. Again, we made it a full 8 hours on Sunday. We need to keep that up. Keep going 6 to 8 hours every Sunday. Probably should be doing it on Saturday. Saturday and Sunday. Put in a little extra work.
3766, contact departure, good day.
Get some nice long shows in.
3766, good day.
So again, thank you everybody for getting us to 300 likes tonight.
Hello, runway 23 left, clear to land. You can bring straight to the numbers if you like.
Yeah, so the last set of tires I had were Falcons. I know, you know, me being an automotive technician, I flipped them inside out. I wore out both sides of those tires because the camber is off in the rear of my car, so it tends to wear out the inside of my tires quicker than the outside. So when I got to a certain point, I was like, all right, I'm going to flip these inside out. Everybody who saw the outside of my rear tires are like, oh my goodness, you're going to, you know, blah, 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 blah. Because it was showing cords and all the things, but it was fine because it wasn't even touching the road. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But I did. I put on new tires yesterday. Car rides so much better. Gave me a little more ideas for tire size and options. I'd really like to get different wheels for this car at one point, but the chances of that any time soon is so far out there. Who knows? I probably won't ever get any new wheels for this car, to be honest. So again, Iceland, now 8 minutes. So I work at a dealership here in Raleigh, Northeast Raleigh. That is my day job. Again, Saturday I wasn't able to be out here to catch all those diversions because I was at work, my one Saturday a month to work. And then again yesterday I was at work working on my own stuff, to be fair, till about 6:30 last night. Putting on 4 tires, used tires. I'm not buying new tires. Technicians are resourceful and we're cheap. Most of the time. No capital Chevy. That is where I bought my car from, though. I didn't even buy my car from the dealership that I work for. Isn't that crazy? To be fair, we didn't have one. Although, I did set my eyes on a new car today. I was like, man, I really, really want this one that the dealership next door has. And I'm like, nah, nope, I'm not buying any new cars. The only way I buy a new car is if I can make money off of it. Like, for doing the show. A small van, small SUV. I'd even be willing to go in and buy a plug-in hybrid. That's what we have at home. That's what the missus drives. I drove it on Sunday. And I'm able to turn the air conditioner on and put a fan up front. Let the car run. All right, here we go. Lufthansa, that A330, pushing back a little earlier than 8 o'clock. It's odd to say Lufthansa this late at night. Christopher Brown, good evening. Hope you're doing well. I definitely do work on Capitol Boulevard, yes. But there we go, Lufthansa, that A330, finally making their push. Shoot, I didn't even... It's okay to buy used tires. Like, I don't have any qualms with that. By the way, if I can find tires... Let's be real. Finding tires for my car used is a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. I don't know what Honda was thinking by putting the wheels that they put on this car, because it is an absolute nightmare of a tire size to find.
682, Raleigh Tower, hello, runway 23 left, you're clear to land, 1220 at 12.
As a matter of fact, I put tires that are quote-unquote too wide for the wheel, but there weren't actually on there this time.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was out of breath. I just walked up all those stairs.
Yeah, I've been there. I've walked those stairs. Oh, thank you.
Come on, it's fun, especially when it's like 100 degrees outside. You know who you are. I was so excited when we had a female pilot.
Alright, think you want to do a go around?
Unable.
West above the tower. Oh, wait.
These two are hilarious. I don't know if you guys are listening to ATC, but he's asking for permission to buzz the tower. A great conversation between these two. So Lufthansa for us is daily, 7 days a week. That is an upgrade from last year where they were, what, 3 days a week, 4 days a week last year? Maybe 5 days this year? 5 days weekly. Actually, I think it was 3 days because it was Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday because we would miss them every single day except Saturday if we made the exception and come and did a show on Saturday last year.
Hi, Sierra 21 Raleigh Tower, runway 238, clear to land, 122013.
All right, so here comes icing. We've got Lufthansa ready to go.
700, turn right on taxiway, Alpha 4, right on Alpha Southwest will hold for you. You can continue up Alpha and contact ground. Behave yourself tonight.
4 Alpha number ground, Mars 700, you too. Behave.
This ATC is cracking me up. I really would like to meet everybody in the tower. We do have a couple of folks that watch the show from the tower. They don't watch it while they're working, obviously, but they do watch the show when they can. Their conversations are funny at times. It's always on like a Tuesday night we have these funny conversations with ATC. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. That's right. But so now Lufthansa is a 7-day-a-week deal. Air France 7 days a week. Iceland 7 days a week. Aer Lingus 3-4 days a week, if I remember correctly. We know Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday they're definitely here. I don't think they're here on Saturdays or Wednesdays. Possibly not on Monday or Friday. Maybe they're here on Mondays too. I can't remember. Was there buzz in the building? Molly, good evening. If I didn't say hello to you, good evening to our moderator, Molly. There's no telling why Lufthansa is late. I'm just glad they're late. I like to catch the A330. I kind of wish they would bring the 787, though. An A350 would be beautiful, but they bring the A350 to Charlotte. Still got a couple minutes here for, or at least a minute for Iceland. Keeping an eye on them at the moment as we check out Lufty.
So 3431 Raleigh Center, right to runway 23 left, 5 point.
Runway 23 left, southwest 3431.
Nice job, Martech 682, turn right there, contact ground point, none, don't let them know I told them to do that though. Over to ground, Martech 682, thanks. Southwest 3431, turn left heading 210, runway 23 left, you're clear for takeoff.
Left turn heading 210, clear takeoff to the southwest 3431.
All right, Iceland getting a little bit closer. I had to send a friend of ours a message really quick.
Raleigh Tower, Martech 636 on the visual 23 left.
Martech 636, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 left, total land 160 at 13.
Land 23 left, Martech 636.
Southwest 3431, contact departure, have a good day.
Departure 3431.
All right, Iceland.
Right there, 21, turn left exit to the ramp, contact the ramp tower, have a good night.
Taxi to the ramp, contact the ramp, sir, 821, good night. Ramp, sir,
Man, I love the zoom on this camera. This camera's just not what we need, is it? This is a dirty bird here. Miss Carolina gifting out a membership. So a late departure for Lufthansa tonight. Not something we see, well, ever. Most of the time Lufthansa's gone by the time we get here in the evening. I even saw it. So I come in right here on Aviation Parkway. There's the road. You'll see a car pass by there here in a second. If you don't know anything about RDU, there's a water between us and that highway right there. But anyway, you can see I got a clear view coming in, and I was able to see Lufthansa's tail. I was pretty excited that Lufty was here. So we'll see Lufthansa in just a minute. We saw this American pull into the international gates a little while ago. A little earlier this evening. There is Iceland.
Tower, Mach 75, on a visual, 23 right.
Mountain 7508, Raleigh Tower, hello sir, runways 23 left, you're clear to land, 1220, 12.
Alrighty, and just to verify, we have cleared to land on 23 from Mach 75 here.
Yes sir, I probably misspoke, I'm sorry, 23 right, Mountain 7508.
And the A330 for Lufty. Gonna be nice, interesting thing to see again this late in the evening. 31 months for who? Who? Molly, 31 months. Glad to be a part of this amazing channel. Thank you so much, Molly. Molly's got her red badge. A huge thank you to Molly. Molly and Vincent, probably our longest two standing members, if I remember correctly.
2361 tower, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff. Traffic 5 out.
Runway heading 23 right, clear for takeoff, American 20.
Mountain Air Cargo went to the other side, didn't it? No, there it is. All right, Mountain Air Cargo 7508 coming in from ILM. 29 minutes of flight time. Still 2 minutes left for them. This is the oldest aircraft we've seen.
Keep it rolling, traffic 2 out now.
The oldest aircraft we've seen in, well, since we've started giving you aircraft information. 33 years of age. Delivered September of 1992. For our next arrival, I think, no, they are going to make it onto this side. So Mountain Air Cargo 7508. 33-year-old ATR. Got one more turn it up moment coming your way after the arrival of
2361, contact.
our ATR, excuse me.
And Center American 2361, good day.
Let's check where American's off to. Again, that one was sitting at the international gate. That one's off to Dallas, Fort Worth. There's our 33-year-old ATR. This one, again, coming in from Wilmington.
Lufthansa 409 Heavy, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, line of point.
So 409, runway 23 right, line of point.
17508, turn left on taxiway, well, give way to Alaska there, and then turn left on taxiway, Charlie, ground point 9er, we'll see ya.
Okay, give away to Alaska and on Charlie.
Alaska back to San Diego. Coming around the corner. All right, let's get ready for Lufty. Another opportunity to turn up the volume.
Lufthansa 409 Heavy Tower, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
So 409 on runway heading 23 right, clear takeoff.
All right, enjoy the A330 back to Frankfurt. Nice sounding departure. Nice and loud. For our A330, again, that one back to Frankfurt. Here for a late night. They were supposed to depart around 4 p.m. this evening. No telling why they're still here. I have absolutely no idea. So we were talking about all the planes hanging out for the overnight. They've been there since we got on the air. They've added one more, United. We've got a pair of Uniteds behind us, as well as one CRJ. We haven't seen a whole lot of CRJ action tonight, have we? And a lot of that has to do with flight cancellations, delays, and other things there in the Northeast corridor. Really getting hammered today with weather. We saw the 737 MAX 8 of Aeromexico that was off to JFK from here. That was a diversion earlier in the afternoon. That one diverting here before I ever got on the air. That one diverted well before we got on the air this evening. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed that A330 departure. We've got, let's see, Delta.
Alaska 474, tower flare runway heading runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Delta 1518 coming up next. Alaska off to Seattle, San Diego, excuse me. Alaska to San Diego. But a lot of planes hanging out here. There's also an E-175 down here for United Airways that's been here since we got on the air. And if I'm not mistaken, that Delta A319 down here in the alleyway has also been here since we got on the air as well. So we've got a lot of planes on the ground here that haven't moved yet. They may not move until tomorrow. So again, Alaska Airlines off to San Diego.
Visual 23 left, any chance you're like 2 laps in the pattern?
November 451 Juliet Sierra, Raleigh Tower, hello, runway 23 left, start for the option 1210 at 12 affirmative.
3 left, for the option 12, thanks so much. Delta 1518 visual, runway 23 right.
JetBlue Vacations livery. That one I believe is delayed back to San Juan, Puerto Rico. So again, Delta 1518 coming in just a few minutes. Last Thursday night, we saw this one being very late. Eddie with a $9.99 super chat. Brian, just a little change tonight. Thanks again for a great show, as usual. Thanks so much, Eddie. Absolutely amazing support. Thank you so much. Yes, Air France, Lufthansa, and Iceland, all daily flights. Air France bringing the A350 right now. Hopefully they'll continue with that. I assume once fall gets here, they'll change it again like they always do. We did see the Lufthansa 787 there for a little while. Oh, somebody's got an APU starting. Got a touchdown over on the other side there.
918 to Upper Raleigh Tower, runway 23 left, start left. Oxy 745 to right, taxiway Alpha 2, right on Alpha, and then cut a ground point, and let her know if your gate's available or not.
Alpha 2, Alpha, and over to ground, Oxy 745.
By the way, Thursday night, you know, I had a couple of coworkers coming in Thursday evening. We didn't talk about it on Sunday because I forgot about it. They didn't make it in until 2 a.m., by the way. There's no way your host was going to stick around until 2 a.m. to capture their arrival. But they didn't get in until 2 a.m. last Thursday. Surprised they made it to work Friday morning. One of the guys was like, he's like, I had a drive home after the airport, so he came in a little bit late. All right, off to Delta 1518. But they had a whole host of issues with that flight last week. Holding it in the wrong place.
Contact to the ramp. Contact ramp tower. Good night.
The Millennium left side to the ramp, Delta 1518, good day.
So again, traffic a little on the slow side tonight. Now, normally we get a lot of our New York stuff, and of course, you guys know from 8 o'clock, it tends to slow down.
The current wind is 22012. Would you rather have runway 23 left? Okay.
But with all the things going on in the Northeast, tonight and all day today, don't think we're going to have too many arrivals from the Northeast. Delta 2782 coming in from Boston. That one arriving in just 18 minutes, crossing over into North Carolina. We've got quite a few coming up from the south. American 1566 from Miami, followed by JetBlue. These are all in 30 minutes though. JetBlue from Fort Lauderdale. Frontier 1225, this one running late, coming in from San Juan, Puerto Rico. And then Frontier 3372 coming in from Tampa. Delta 1370 from MCO, that one 55 minutes out. So there is going to be some action. It's just going to take a few minutes. We still have the pushback of Aer Lingus coming up. What time is it? 8:25. So they should be getting ready to push back here any minute. Obviously, Iceland is not. You see the beacons on. They're supposed to push back at 8:30. But them being late, there's no telling when this 737 MAX 8 will be getting out of here. So, good evening. So once again, good evening, everybody. Thank you all for hanging out, lurking, and
Number 1,
watching
Juliet,
the
here, when you land on
show.
that crosswind heading, there will be traffic at your 10 o'clock in about 2 miles at Cherokee and bound runway 32, descending at a 1,400.
Roger, I'll looking after the traffic out on the box. Once it was here, thanks.
Supposed to be our last departure, the A330 back to, or A300, excuse me, back to Louisville, Kentucky. That one departing at around 9:15. And depending on how busy it is, right at that time, we'll see if we decide to stay any later than that. If you know, there's still quite a few folks watching the show at that A300 departure time. Interesting. Half of the parking garage is not working. I just now noticed that. The lights in the parking garage.
I'm sorry, no one's in front of you. What do you need?
We're just trying to get to our gate, Alpha 3.
Okay. Mach 745. Taxi to parking, she said.
Taxi to park, Mach 745, thanks, ma'am.
Okay. Number 1, Juliet, here, runway 23 left, clear for the option, 122012.
Tower 1 Juliet, here, might get the turn
Got an
on
American
Number 1,
A321
Juliet, here, you'd like to turn your own base?
on the move.
base. Roger, it might go for base now for procedure left.
Number 1, Juliet, Sierra, affirmative. Square your base to final, and runway 23 left, you're clear for the option.
Base now, either left there for option 1 Juliet here.
Southwest 3457, runway tower, fly runway heading, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff, traffic is serious on about a 3-mile funnel.
Yeah, we're going to need about another 30 seconds, Southwest 3457.
Southwest 3457, roger, cancel takeoff, clear at full short.
Hold short, runway 23 left, Southwest 3457. Tower, cargo late, visual 3 right.
Cargo 8, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, clear to land, the wind 22012.
Little land, 23 right, cargo late.
Drawing traffic, weather information, Jacksonville Center, weather
There we go.
301, solid for North Carolina.
Here
South
come the
Carolina.
lights. Now finally for this side of the parking garage. Aer Lingus
For more
pushing
information,
back.
contact flight service.
Getting ready to make their way back to Dublin.
November 8 to Alpha
9
full
likes away
short,
from
runway 23 left.
350. Continue to smash that like button. Like I said, once again, let's try to get to 350. Smashed out our like goal for the evening. Again, still a little ways to go here. 12,560 subscribers. Thank you all for being a part of the family here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. I think we started the night. We need 8 more to have 20 new subscribers. Our subscriber count's been down a little bit. As a matter of fact, on my metrics, the little arrow has turned gray. We want to keep the arrow, so it has 3 levels. It has gray, which is no bueno. Then it has green, which is like the outline of it is green. And then it has solid green. If it's solid green, it's great. So we need some more subscribers coming in. So our subscriber count down just a little bit. As the XLR gets ready to head back to Dublin, we've got that American A321 out at the end of the runway.
Southwest 3457, Raleigh Tower, runway
Let's see, is that one up on flight radar? Can we give you guys a heads up on where that's going? It's headed to Charlotte. American Airlines 2394. Off to Charlotte.
Door 82 Alpha, cross, runway 23 left edge, Charlie, traffic holds in position.
Cross 23 left, Charlie.
Sam, good evening. Right, Molly? I still haven't even seen the Duncan yet. I don't think any of us have. We haven't seen it on the show. I don't know. We need to see the Duncan for JetBlue. Speaking of JetBlue, we've got that special JetBlue Vacations livery here at the moment. That one should be headed back to San Juan, Puerto Rico here at some point this evening.
Southwest 3457, Mysterious will make a left turn, fly runway heading, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 23 left, clear for takeoff on the 34.
When Juliet Sierra starts the left turn out.
Left base now, we're going here, thanks.
All right, we got our next arrival coming up. Who is that on final? Whoever that is on final is not on my radar. If anybody has any information on the next arrival, it's probably an exec jet, if I had to guess. Coming here for 23 right. Again, we're trying to get to 13,000 subscribers by August the 15th. So again, your host is going to have to pull some double time here. I should see if I could do a marathon without falling over, without croaking and falling over. Try to do like 2 weeks straight, 14 days of shows and work.
This is going to be full stop. I'm going to head to Juliet 4.
I might save that for when it cools down a little bit. I don't know that I want to do 14 days back to back like this on these hot days. Now there is a chance. So I want to talk to y'all for just a second. There is a chance Thursday, Friday, possibly Saturday. I don't know yet. But the weather is looking rainy this week. So chances of us trying to come out here Thursday and Friday. I mean, obviously Thursday. We're always here on Thursday. But Friday, adding a Friday show this week because of the weather, there's a good opportunity that we'll be able to do that. Or a good chance that we'll do that. Depends on what Miss Carolina has going on. I have no idea what her schedule looks like. I know Saturday there's something going on at home.
Traffic is a 73 on the roll, runway 23 left, you're clear to left.
And I know she has a late work thing Saturday evening, so we'll find out whether or not we're able to make it Saturday or not. Little exec jet coming in. Camera's not going to be able to focus on that. This may be, honestly, well, I don't know. This camera's days are numbered, by the way. Brand new camera, I don't like it. So we're going to, again, if I can find time to make some phone calls and figure out what I can do, I'm going to try to get another camera. I don't know if I'll stay for the second 757. We did see the first 757 earlier tonight. That depends on you guys. How many folks are still watching at that hour? We are going to have a busy 9 o'clock hour, it looks like. So we'll see. We'll see if we stick around for that or one of the FedEx departures. We'll see. We do need another nice long weeknight show. We had last Thursday, we spent 4 hours and some change here. A lot of folks hanging out with us last week. So we'll see. But again, I've got to find time to sit down and make some phone calls and find out what I can do about this camera. Sending it off and getting a different one. If I can figure out what kind of different one I want, pay the difference, whatever I have to do to get something that's better at night. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that if we find one that's perfect in every aspect of what we need, it will fall short on the zoom, which will really upset me because I love being able to zoom in really, really, really far. I like those really, really close-up shots. Speaking of which, got the American ready to go. Back to Charlotte. See, it just doesn't. Now I'll focus that manually and it'll go right back to where it was at. It's like it can't see it for some reason. Gonna have to change to manual.
Charlie Juliet, 401 Juliet here. Thanks for the help. I'm over the ground.
Of course. American 2394, contact departure, good night.
Departure American 23.
Aer Lingus on the way out. Speaking of Miss Carolina, I need to send her a text. All right, so Aer Lingus headed out to the end of the runway. Sorry, texting with Miss Carolina about the weekend. Yeah, I've talked to Temporary Window. I need to talk to him again about what he uses. The problem is we need something that we can run both day and night. I do not want to have to swap out cameras, run one during the day and then pause mid-show and have to change out cameras. The problem, we were using our DSLR or our mirrorless camera. It's got a 1-inch sensor, but for whatever reason, it doesn't do very well at night. But you guys have to remember too, the other thing is, unlike other airports that have a lot of lights surrounding it, there is nothing around RDU. Absolutely nothing. For a mile and a half, 2 miles behind the airport, back that way, there's nothing but forest. Out here, nothing but forest, right around the airport. So there's no extra light in the atmosphere to make things brighter around here. So it doesn't, I don't know if it's going to matter what camera we use here. It's going to be dark. So we're going to have to figure that out. I'm going to have to make some phone calls at some point this week and see if we can't figure out what to do. I've been looking at a plethora of different ones. I've been asking ChatGPT. I've been doing all kinds of things to try to get a good idea of what we need. I thought this one was going to be what we need. All the videos and everything were like, oh, this camera's great at night, blah, 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 blah. For live streaming at night, it is not. It is not good at all. And I guess if you put in and do post editing at night, it's great. But for doing live shows like what we're doing, it is no bueno at night. So we got to look into that. But I also want to be able to keep it for daytime too, and be able to do all of the things during the day as well. So I don't know. JetBlue 404.
2782 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right.
All right, this is going to go out of focus. I'm going to switch to manual here. Manual focus and focus her in. All right, Aer Lingus off to Dublin. I also don't want, so like our, you know, you guys know what DSLRs are and the long lens and all the things. I almost don't want another lens-based camera. And I'll show you guys why. We talked about this the other night. I'll show you guys why I don't want another lens-based camera. Because of the zoom. I really enjoy the zoom of the camcorders. Or the cameras, like what I have right now. The nice steady, smooth zoom. So with the ones like our DSLR, the one we already use, I'm going to show you guys right here. So when we do it with the DSLR, pay attention how the zoom works. So I'm going to use the ring on this. You see how I have to zoom and stop? Zoom and stop, zoom and stop. We were doing that with our DSLR. Plus, the DSLR throws a lot of weight around because the lens is not internal, it's external. So it slides back and forth and it throws everything off balance. When we're zooming in and out, it's throwing off balance. I'm constantly fighting it. With a camera like this, it's not moving externally. The DSLR goes from being, say, 12 inches all the way out to 18 inches, and that's a lot of weight to push around. That camera weighs 9 pounds anyway, 8.5 pounds. So there's a lot of things that I've got to think about. I did see a Canon, but it was like $4,000, or no, not $4,000. It was like $3,000, and then you still had to buy the lens and all the things, and I'm like, I don't even know. Too much to try to swap camera brands, but who knows? I should be able to work out a deal for this one and send it in and try to get another one. Sounds like JetBlue's on the air start. Possibly. All right, let's go to our next arrival. Delta 2782 coming in from Boston. That's 737-800. Going to be our next arrival here in just a minute. We'll let that one get a little bit closer as, again, we do have JetBlue headed back to San Juan, Puerto Rico here in the JetBlue Vacations livery. Exactly, Michael. It is. There's nothing I can do about it being so dark. I want to go down to Charlotte, but I need a Saturday, and that's not going to be this weekend, unfortunately. Unless I just up and take off Saturday evening or Saturday afternoon sometime. I don't know yet. But chances of that, probably not, since the weather here is going to be so great and rainy. But I'd like to try a bigger airport where there is a little bit more light. Charlotte's not that much better. Neither is Dulles. Dulles is out in the middle of nowhere too. Like all these airports that are quickly accessible for us are all out in the sticks. So it definitely makes it hard. Again, no light around the airport to do what we need to do. Denver is way out in the middle of nowhere. Denver's not even close to the city, I don't think.
Left Bravo 4, taxiway Bravo.
The only reason I even bring any of this up is because half of the year we start the show and it's about like this, if not darker. You start at 6 p.m. in the wintertime and it's like this. It's already dark. So trying to do, you know, 6 months out of the year in the dark is quite difficult and quite annoying, if I'm honest.
Cricket 4563, ground runway 23 right, taxi Foxtrot Bravo 9. American 1566, Raleigh Tower 12011, runway 23 right, clear to land.
All right, we've got a departure. American Airlines sounds like.
Cricket 4563, changed by frequency
737, I think. So, all right, I'll show you again. So if we were using the DSLR right now, it would be a bunch of this. Zooming in. When it's just easier to hit the buttons and do our zooming. Yeah, there's a lot of different factors that's going into all of this that I, you know, thought this camera had a good deal with, but it really doesn't. This Delta Airlines, I thought this was going to be an American departure.
Delta 1399, contact departure.
Departure Delta 1399.
Iceland definitely delayed, by the way. They came in a little on the late side. Let's see, is anybody... Dang, they got the cabin. They got all the windows shut. I can't tell if anybody's on board this one or not. Can you guys tell? Angels light the way in Greensboro. Like, see if you had better lighting around the airport. Yeah, that's what you're looking at right there. That doesn't look bad. Yeah, I enjoy nighttime plane spotting too, but when you got a camera in an airport that it's hard to support, you know, we've got to adapt and we've got to make some changes. Again, like I said, I got to make some phone calls. I'm not thrilled with this camera. So we'll make some phone calls and see what we can do about trading this one out for something better. If we got to pay the difference, we got to pay the difference. Not that big of a deal. It just delays other things. this arrival, American Airlines 1566 coming in from Miami. 1 hour and 36 minutes of flight time. We're going to start to get a little bit busier here over the course of the next few minutes or so.
American 1566, taxi to Charlie and Bravo, good night.
Charlie Bravo, good night. Do you want us to contact the ramp? American 1566.
Break code 45,
Miss
63,
Carolina
fly
off
runway
to
heading runway
bed.
23 right,
She's
clear
got
takeoff.
an early start to the morning tomorrow, as always. Man, I'm going to have to, when school starts back, I'm going to have to start getting up early and going to work earlier. Just because of traffic.
Chip 2626, wrong tower, wind 22012, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Summertime is my absolute favorite time of the year, by the way, because there's no traffic. I don't have to deal with all that stuff in the summer. Now, when school starts back, it's going to be, especially with all the construction in and around the area, it's going to make it a little more difficult, unfortunately. Looks like a Republic Airways E-175 getting ready to go here. Oops. There we go. I got it. I got a hold of it.
Contact departure. Departure.
Still loading up bags and such here for Iceland. Next arrival, JetBlue 2626, the A320 from Fort Lauderdale. Traveling 1 hour 36 minutes of flight time. This one here, 14 years of age, delivered back in October of 2011. Nice, Dylan, good evening. Dylan on board that American touching down a little while ago. Hey, we're 1 like away from gaining 20 new friends tonight, or 1 new subscriber away from 20 new friends. Started the night with 47. So 1 subscriber away from 20. If you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Okay, we're going to be back on Thursday. I don't know how late we're going to be here tonight, but if you guys are leaving anytime soon, we'll be back.
Charlie is now current. Let me know when you're ready to push.
We'll be back Thursday night, possibly Friday. Just depends on the weather. Again, I'd like to be here Thursday. If it's raining Thursday or Friday evening, we may be here Friday evening. Like I said, I wanted to be here last night. Last night's weather was absolutely perfect. It was a nice, a nice rain without being too. There wasn't hardly any wind involved. It was just straight down rain. It would have been perfect to be out here last night, but sadly, we were not able to be here last night. Operating in the dark. That, yeah. Yeah, Michael, hopefully that's a good sign. Again, typically, so Michael brings up a good point. If you guys are new, sorry about the ads. It is what it is, right? Ads help the channel. They pay for the parking. Unlike a lot of other channels, we don't get to be out here for free, because this is the only location that that allows us the views that you guys get, that you're seeing here tonight. So again, if you guys are new, again, like I said, we're not like other channels where they get to go out and, you know, possibly do things for free. For us here at RDU, always on the parking garage. So the ads are what pay for that. So I appreciate you all watching the ads. What do we got going on over here? On the hard stand, the Ron for the night. What are they up to? 371 likes. Getting closer to 400 here. You heard FedEx or UPS 1275 Heavy getting ready to push. You heard them talking to ATC a moment ago. JetBlue Vacations
ground, runway 23 right,
hung up over on the other side of Terminal 2. Our next arrival is going to be that one from San Juan, Puerto Rico, Frontier 1225. A321 Neo.
Station 715 Delta Lima, Raleigh Tower, 12014, runway 23 left.
This one here delivered in February of 2026. So our next arrival, going to be brand spanking new. I don't know if we'll have any special planes on Thursday, but the weather's supposed to be nice. Hopefully, hopefully it's not like it was tonight and there was nowhere on 6 to park. If there's nowhere on 6 to park, then I don't know what we'll do. Maybe I'll just take everything out of the car and walk it over in front of someone else's car. We have done that before. But we like to be able to be where we can park the car and still be able to see things. Sometimes that doesn't always work out. It's been a long time since we've had to ditch the car and carry things somewhere else outside of the vehicle. So again, this one delivered back in February. Flip and Bob on board this one.
UPS 1275 Heavy, pushback on the ramp at your discretion. Last tow ground. Alaska tow reposition to Alpha approved. Roger, flight 1225, taxi Bravo 4 and Bravo, this frequency, good night.
Bravo 4, can we get Bravo 3?
Runner flight 1225 approved.
What do you think?
JetBlue 1903, flighting 210, runway 23.
That should be UPS right there. JetBlue back to San Juan, Puerto Rico, coming up next. Gonna be our next departure here. Nice. Coop the guy gonna be here on Thursday evening. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully the rain will be hopefully we'll have room to be on Thursday. Weather plays such a big factor into what we're able to do. It drives me nuts. Nowhere to park on 6 this afternoon, which was okay. I didn't need to be on 6. There was no rain in the forecast, so I wasn't too worried about it. JetBlue Vacations livery back to San Juan, Puerto Rico. I keep forgetting to grab this in the right spot.
Citation 5 Delta Lima, you can make a 180 on the runway and exit at Charlie. 180 on the runway, exit at Charlie, 715 Delta. JetBlue 1903, contact departure. To departure, JetBlue 1903, good night. Thanks. Station 5 Delta Lima, taxi at Charlie and Juliet, this frequency. Charlie and Juliet to this frequency. On this frequency, copy.
So the UPS A300 coming up in just a few minutes. Again, we heard them pushing. See a lot of really high quality 4K hunting videos in the dark out and whatnot. Long and steady zoom. Interesting. I might have to start looking into that, Alex. See if I can't figure that out. That might be something to look into to figure that out. Got another Frontier coming this way. Frontier 3372 coming in from Tampa. An A320-200 Neo. This one brand new as well. Delivered in October 2025. Almost a year old for this one. Getting close. Our next arrival. Almost brand new.
Flight 3372, Raleigh Tower, wind 22013, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 23 right, Frontier Flight 3372.
United ready to push back. I don't think this one's going anywhere. This one might be sticking around overnight. We'll see.
CPS 1275 heavy ground, runway 23 right, taxi Juliet, Foxtrot, Bravo 9.
Most of the time we're downstairs if we're able to be downstairs. If we're not able to be downstairs, then chances of us spotting with it raining is very slim. Because once I get another camera figured out, because I'm so glad I didn't order a rain jacket for this one. But once I get whatever camera I decide on, we'll be ordering another rain jacket. Maybe we'll be able to be out here, stand right directly in the rain. But we have to have the car, if at all possible, with it raining because of the fact that to keep all of the sound equipment, computer, and everything dry.
CPS 1275 heavy, change my frequency 127.45.
Comes that brand new A320. Again, delivered in October of 2025. Yeah, the weather for Thursday and Friday is got pretty high rain chances.
Fox 275 Raleigh Tower, wind 22013, verify you were signed 23 left. 23 left, Fox 275 Raleigh 23 left, clear to land. 23 left, clear to land,
20 likes away from 400. Do we have 20 more likes before the end of the night?
Runway 23 right, taxi at Foxtrot, Bravo 9. Delta 1075, change my frequency 127.45. With you on 2745, Delta 1075. Roger.
I kicked the tripod.
Frontier flight 3372, taxi Bravo this frequency.
Bravo with you, Frontier flight 3372.
UPS 1275 heavy, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
All right, UPS, let's wake everybody in your house up. right. Hope you guys enjoyed that departure. Let's see, what time are we looking at now? 9:14.
Where are you again?
Thank you so much.
Foxtrot Charlie, hold short, Julie.
There we go. Eddie, just wanted to say to you and the entire CA family, I'm a vehicle guy. I knew what a 747 was, except but I have learned so much from you and the entire chat. Thank you, Aviation. Chat about aviation. Thank you so much, Eddie. Greatly appreciate that. Glad you guys are able to learn a little something. I know I don't, I'm not as deep into some of the aviation stuff as I should be, but again, I haven't been doing this very long, and I've never worked in aviation. But if you guys can learn what aircraft are and different things, then it's good. All right, so UPS off to Louisville. We've got Delta 1370 coming in from the House of Mouse, coming in from Orlando. I'm going to take another quick peek at flight radar. This might actually be our final arrival.
Mach 755, taxi off of this frequency.
Our next arrival isn't for another 20 minutes. If Iceland lights up, we'll stick around for Iceland, but I don't know if Iceland's going to light up. Anybody got any info on the departure of Iceland showing for 9 p.m.? So Iceland delayed. Iceland was supposed to push back at 8:30. As you can see, Iceland is still hanging out here. Got our Delta coming in from the House of Mouse up next. There looks like they're still working on Iceland. So maybe a few more minutes here. We'll get that departure of Iceland. But again, like I said, this one could be the last arrival. Who knows? Again, next arrival's not for another 20 minutes or so. That doesn't mean that we're leaving. Nine likes away from 400. So double, triple, and quadruple check. Make sure you guys have smashed the like button. Hopefully we got those 20 new subscribers tonight, at least. Said our subscriber count lately has been a little on the downside, which is okay. I understand, because a lot of folks are trying to get in last-minute vacations before school starts back. It's hard to believe school will start back in about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Hey, Grandma, 75. Looks like our gate's occupied. We're trying to reach out to the company. You want to get the hold of it? Well, just hold your position there. Mach 755, continue down Alpha, hold short of Delta. Continue down Alpha, hold short of Delta, Mach 755. Delta 1370, left Bravo 4, taxi right Bravo, we'll see you. Alright, Bravo 4, right turn Bravo, we'll see you, Delta 1370.
So folks are on board this one, FedEx 767 departing at 9:52. We also have that 757 at 10 p.m. for departure. FedEx popping up on flight radar right now, which we know it does that on and off throughout its time. Still waiting on Iceland. Let Iceland get their things figured out here. Got a marshalling shot, maybe? Yes, a little late night marshalling shot. We missed it, unfortunately. Sorry about that, y'all.
Alpha, do me a favor, back up, hold short of Charlie. Moxie 755, hold short of Alpha 4. Hold short of Alpha 4, Moxie 755. Delta 1075, contact departure. Partial 1075, see ya. 1249 heavy, pushback at your discretion, change my frequency 127.45.
All right, somebody, FedEx Heavy, pushing back. You heard them hollering on the radio there. So we're going to have a
they're estimating about 10 minutes, so just let you know.
pushback here in
75 right
a minute.
Alpha Echo 49 on 2745.
Moxie 785, continue straight ahead on Alpha, left Charlie, left Juliet, hold short of Delta. All right, straight ahead, left on Charlie, Juliet, Delta, Moxie 75. Moxie 75, hold short of Delta on Juliet. All right, hold short of Delta on Juliet, Moxie 75. Left bus 825, taxi, Alpha Charlie, Juliet, this frequency. Alpha Charlie, Juliet with you, left bus 825. Moxie 755, which gate are you waiting on? Alpha 3, Moxie 75. It is.
Not quite enough room. Maybe. We did. We caught the Lufthansa back to Frankfurt. Still waiting on Iceland.
One behind the opposite direction, Pilatus, you can proceed Alpha Echo 180 and then Alpha 1.
So Iceland showing a pushback time of 9 p.m. They are obviously late as it's almost 9:30 here. A couple of different things happening here in just a few minutes. Got the FedEx pushing back. Let's see, have they pushed? They are sitting out at the end of the runway waiting for departure. They've got a couple more minutes here. They're not due out until about 9:45, 9:50, somewhere around in there. Come on, Iceland, do your thing. Oh, I missed the Gavin sending a membership. Sorry about that, Gavin. Thank you for the gifted membership. Again, I apologize. Oh, Ramona gave a membership. Sorry, I read that wrong. Sorry, Ramona. Thank you for sending a membership. Greatly appreciate that. Our good friend Ramona, of course. There we go. Beacons on for Iceland. Boy, that looks crummy, don't it? Man. Like, that looks absolutely horrible.
FedEx 1249 Heavy, ready taxi with Charlie.
FedEx 1249 Heavy, runway 23 right via Bravo 9.
23 right via Bravo 9, FedEx 1249.
I think we're going to do a little experiment here. Before we end the show tonight, I'm going to switch cameras. As a matter of fact, I think I'll switch cameras possibly after the departure here. Hopefully we won't have any issues. FedEx coming up in just a minute.
FedEx 1249 Heavy, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, takeoff, runway 23.
All right, here we go. FedEx. switch cameras because I don't have the right base on. I'd have to switch bases, take the base off of this camera and put it on the other camera. So apology there, you guys. I wanted to do a quick experiment, but I have to switch out the base, and that takes too long to swap out that base plate. I forgot all about that. You would think somebody who's been doing this for a long time would remember something like that. I don't have another base plate for this tripod either, but that's okay. Not that big of a deal. $400 likes. Thank you everybody for getting us to 400 likes.
39.45 kilo ground, runway 23 left via Juliet and Alpha 7.
Greatly appreciate that. All right, so I think Iceland's going to be our final departure here.
One, runway 32. Cherokee 45 kilo, change by frequency 127.45.
After the departure of Iceland, that will mean we have seen everything tonight.
Background Moxie 75.
Moxie 755.
Hey, when that other Moxie pushes out of 3, I think he can push a little further south, and then we can slip in while he's starting engine.
Do you know which one it is?
It's Alpha 3, I think it's Moxie 745.
Okay. I mean, if you talk to your company, I can probably work it out just to make sure that they can actually pull you in.
Okay, copy that, thank you.
It might be the only crew that's pushing them.
The other FedEx is lit up. The only other thing we have left as far as departures go is that 757 and the other FedEx. We've seen both of those now tonight. So, as of right now, Iceland might be our last departure unless you guys really want to stick around for that. But right now, I think Iceland will be our final departure. Very welcome. Glad you guys enjoyed the show.
Fuel advice ready.
45 kilo, we are ready.
Cherokee 45 kilo, maintain VSR at below 3,000. Fly runway heading, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Maintain VSR at below 3,000, 23 left, clear for takeoff for 5 kilo.
Op 1, hold short, runway 23 left.
Alright, so did we gain 20 new subscribers tonight? Let's check. We did. 22, it looks like. Sitting at 12,570. Our little arrow has gone completely to the gray on our subscriber count. We gotta get our subscribers up. Posted a video today if you guys want to go check that out after the show. The Aer Lingus go around from last Tuesday. That video is up. I'm going to have some more highlight videos coming up later this week. Miss Carolina taking some highlights this week.
Ice 320 Raleigh ground, verify you to Charlie, runway 23 right, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 9.
All right, so a couple of arrivals coming up. We have first Delta 3244. This one coming in from Atlanta, Georgia. There's another one right behind it, but it doesn't look like it's on flight radar. There is an American coming up from Charlotte, 737 MAX 8. American Airlines 3178. So a couple of arrivals here as we get Iceland out.
Ice 320 right. Top 1, remain at frequency. What's your request? Top 1, you can proceed Juliet, hold short of Foxtrot.
This is that United E175 we saw over here on this side. So they're going to put that one right there to stay overnight tonight.
Delta 3244, Raleigh, falling an Airbus short final, wind 22011, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 3 right, Delta 3244.
So Delta 3244, this is the one that's not on flight radar. So is this a diversion? Whoops.
Center flight 2071, join Bravo southbound this frequency.
Southbound, airplane 20.
American tow ground.
Next up, Delta.
American tow reposition via Foxtrot approved, and if you're able, turn your transponder
Iceland's going out very dark tonight. Normally Iceland's all lit up, but tonight they don't have their ident lights on or nothing. They're one of my favorite departures at night, but nothing, no lights for them tonight, unfortunately.
American tow, you're short of Tango 6, correct? On Foxtrot. American tow, reposition via Foxtrot is approved, and if you're able to turn your transponder on, do so.
ZCAM 69, good evening, have a wonderful night.
Go right on to Foxtrot, Bravo 9, Bravo, hold short Charlie. Yeah, you got to contact them. They're for the entrance.
Oh, sorry. I will contact them.
Yeah, well, you're on the movement area. You got to stay with me.
Tower American 3170 is visual to 3 right.
American 3170, Raleigh Tower, 123.012, runway 23 right, clear to land, traffic made apart, prior to arrival.
23 right, clear to land, American 3170.
Delta 3244, left Bravo 3 taxi, right Bravo to frequency.
Bravo 3, right Bravo with you, Delta 3244.
Ice 320 ready reaching.
Yeah, we're in here.
Ice rate 20, traffic 6 mile final, it's Boeing 737, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff runway ending 37.
Two likes away from 410. Thank you all for that. Again, Iceland should be our final departure here, unless we get some more interest for the FedEx departure and the UPS departure. UPS to Philadelphia could be delayed given the weather circumstances up there. Dang, that'll do a good job. Anyways. Dang it, I keep grabbing this in the wrong place.
Raleigh, 737, 2.5 mile final, wind 21012, runway 23 right, clear to land. Plug continue Bravo to Bravo 1. Bravo 1. Ice rate 20, traffic departure.
A couple more arrivals. Here we've got American Airlines coming up from Charlotte.
Roger.
One more arrival after this one.
American 3178, taxi via Bravo.
Again, I think this one was from Charlotte. We've got United 2498 coming up from Houston, Texas. Let's see, do we have any more arrivals of interest? We do not. As a matter of fact, the next departure is not for another 21 minutes.
Request 825, runway 23 left, taxi Juliet Alpha 7. Juliet Alpha 7, 23 left.
I had to, yes. I had to get some special paperwork to be able to do this from here. You're supposed to fill out a form online if you're going to come up here and spot.
Ground to 745 at Alpha 3, ready for pushback with Charlie. Mach 745 ground, pushback on Alpha is approved. Pushback is approved, Mach 745. Mach 755, did you check with your company? Do they have another crew to pull you in if they push deep enough?
Well, it's just the one crew that we were told Mach 755.
All right. Left with 825, runway 23 left, fly runway heading clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, 23 left, runway heading clear 625. Moxie 755, I'll do you a favor here. Make a left on Delta, right Alpha, and hold short of Alpha 4.
Alright, left on Delta, right on Alpha, hold for Alpha 4. Thank you so much.
United 2498, taxi southbound Bravo, this frequency.
Another Bravo, this frequency, and call 2498.
Top 1, proceed on runway 23 right. Moxie 755, left on Alpha 4, taxi down runway 23 left, exit at Alpha 3, rejoin Alpha.
Alright, left Alpha 4, taxi, 23 left down to Alpha 3 for Moxie 755, thanks.
Flat with 825, to riding 270 and contact departure.
All right, Eddie, have a good evening. We will see you on the next show again. Possibility of us being here later this week, Friday, obviously Thursday, normal day, Friday, always an option given the weather. The weather's supposed to be fairly decent, it's supposed to be rainy and cool. That's what we're looking for. Hopefully we'll have room to park if we do decide to make it out here Friday. Hopefully Thursday we'll have the space. So I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. Greatly appreciate all of the support today. Everybody watching Lurkers Lounge, everybody chatting this afternoon, getting us to 410 likes at least. Thank you all for that. We'll have some highlight videos coming out of tonight. Miss Carolina working hard there behind the scenes to gather up some highlight stuff. So, but we'll be back on Thursday. Again, a possibility Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and of course Sunday. We're always here on Sunday, regardless. Again, due to weather, going to be rainy a couple of days this week before we head into the weekend. So, like I said, we'll see about being here. Pretty nice surprises this afternoon with Aeromexico, that 737 MAX 8, as well as Lufthansa back to Frankfurt. Two surprises that we did not know anything about. So glad we got a little something special to go with this afternoon and this evening. It was a good show all around. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's broadcast, and we will see you again on Thursday. Good night, everybody.
Moxie 745, runway 23 left, taxi Alpha.
23 left via Alpha, Moxie 745.
GPS 1273, push on the ramp at your discretion, change my frequency 127.45. Top fun, you can see it on Foxtrot.